Number 2 on deck, Inferno, between these two squads. Disconnected making their debut here in Challenger League. ChocoCheck, finalists from last season. Now looking to close out the start of this season with a little 2-0.
A good way to get things started for that squad as Disconnected will look to reply with something a little bit more. Their CT side the previous game looking rough. Let's see if they can hold up against the forces of ChocoCheck this time, as there is going to be a quick push down mid here. Ghosty able to find the first, and they just keep on running. CLASIA takes the trade back onto Stanislaw, and MILKJazzPimp takes one as well. This is an execution. Mid push, ChocoCheck will reply immediately. Delta stuck out in the open and knocked on down. I don't think that could have gone more wrong for Disconnected.
It didn't go right.
No.
It didn't go right. It's a little troubling because some of the most competitive rounds we saw from them on Mirage were, in fact, pistol rounds, right? So now you don't have that behind you, and you're going to go for a deco here, which is interesting. Stanislaw saving the money, which makes me think he is once again going to be the offer on this map, which could also be quite interesting. A little bit of a stack over towards A with these deagles. Just going to be Silas with some util to try and slow them down if they head towards the other site. His job is basically to persuade them that B is not the site they want to hit, and then hope and pray that they do not, in fact, do that. But he's already spent most of his util, just down to the one flash at this point. Smoke already gone up. So I don't know that he's going to be able to do a whole lot in terms of persuasion. ChocoCheck settling into a comfortable default here to see if any aggression will come through from Disconnected. And right now, the CT side is giving them nothing. But it's mostly because they don't have a whole lot to show. Extra util is actually brought over to reinforce Silas here. Remember, reminder to some of these players in Disconnected who maybe haven't played in a little while that you can drop util now.
Yeah. Maybe
Spermie's like, you can do what?
They've discovered something new. It's all about learning at the end of the day, right? You take a loss, you can learn that the game has in fact changed in the last 3 years. It's wild. But setup will be pretty strong. Oh no, he's been started. Never mind, not able to connect anything. This is just a dismemberment. Disconnected, cut down to 1. It's Silas, who's already been spotted, and nice shot. Will deny him being farmed, at least for the money of that Mac 10. His bomb is down, and this round looks to reach its logical conclusion. Silas just holding on for dear life.
This is always nice when a team just walks into the stack that's been set up for them and dismantles it. It's like putting your leg in a bear trap, and then the bear trap shatters on your ridiculously toned calf. That's what they've done here.
Yeah,
Silas,
glass bear traps, something like that.
Or just like titanium thighs.
Is that like the image of ChocoCheck you're building up in your head? Just some dude with really massive thighs.
Just shrimpy up top, ripped calves.
Only calves. For this man.
Only the calves, actually.
Not even leg day, just calf day.
That's my image right now. They're just doing like stair steps over and over and over again. He's just got the most toned calves in existence.
All right, well, Disconnected. Again, they're not going to have too much to work with in this round. B250 for Ghosty. Stan will, in fact, be getting that op up soon. Nice nade. Chip him down low. MILKJazzPimp, first man up. How much money can he get? None. Nothing at all. Just a death. Nope. But George, on the other hand, probably going to grab a little bit more. The first frag comes through. Disconnected are looking to wrap this one through, but ChocoCheck, they've already made it past, so nothing much to be done. Run all the way towards B and run all the way towards what is likely to be a 3-0 victory.
Almost certainly. Almost certainly. A little bit of a death ball will start to roll on down the banana. If a death ball rolls down your banana, go to the doctor. CLASIA looking to just mow them all down. Won't be able to find the first, but now he knows where they are. Reinforcement signaled, and they will move in for a fight, because there's never been a fight that ChocoCheck didn't want to take. Another body hits the floor. Not at all concerning yet, and of course this round is not really in question, but some economic damage wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, and there is some economic damage. It's just nothing really substantial.
Do you think that ChocoCheck cares?
No.
I don't think they care.
Not at all.
I think they're sitting pretty. I think they're feeling fine. They have plenty of money. But hey, Stan has that op back in his hands. That was one of the things that I was looking at this matchup and thinking, hey, you know, it's rough for him, but Stan was good in that first half of map number 1.
Yeah.
If he can pull that back, if he can get some of these openers, you know, maybe a little bit of hope can start to be injected back into this squad. But he's not having his opportunity, at least not yet. We'll just post up to hold for any aggression through mid. Is ChocoCheck slowing things down a little bit in this round?
I think the concerning thing is that on the CT side, he couldn't really get anything going. But we'll see if that's different. Inferno can set you up with some really prime opportunities for that CT side up. Whoa, I think they got a little fortunate there. Disconnected seemed to have overlooked the log pile. And then Carson pulls the trigger a little bit. Lets him know he's there. Perhaps a bit fortunate for Disconnected. Could have been a nasty overlook if they'd given him the opportunity to peek on out. But as it is, they're going to concede control of Banana. Settle back in, go for a little bit of a flower pots boost to go for a setup on the site proper. Meanwhile, Bracket's control's been taken. Disconnected never really contending for that. And as we hit a minute on the clock, or past it rather, ChocoCheck have options. They can really go either way. They could even attempt to split. It would be Stanislaw they run up against, and he does have that AWP though. Let's see if he can connect. Looks like George wants to test him. Flashbang out. Smoke rather. And now the corridor's been set up.
But it's just a fate. Leaving one player, George, to try and get something done. They want to try and pull rotations, but nothing's really gone off that B side. Still 2 players ready, and George flying through midair takes down one Silas. This position can be so dangerous if the flank comes through fast enough. Delta 9 in the back lines takes a second before he falls, but Zodic, double entry on his way through the site, and now it's just 2 players left alive. A single flash, a smoke. This one has got to be a save. Buy up for Disconnected finds nothing as ChocoCheck take their lead to 4.
Unfortunately here for Disconnected. It's starting much the way that Mirage ended, with the T side rolling over them. And this is something that we expect for ChocoCheck. They are dynamic on the attacking half. They are dynamic on the offense. You can see the effects of it here. I mean, Zodic hasn't died yet. That's fun. 4 rounds in, no deaths. Nothing ridiculous thus far, but it's something to keep an eye on. We just haven't seen the fights out from Disconnected to this point. So how much do they want to invest around these? Guns can be dropped. Delta 9 can purchase for himself. You know, this is actually probably a pretty decent buy.
Yeah, it's an alright position to be in here as no op. That's going to be the consolidation, but everyone else sitting pretty with the rifles.
They're not going to do it.
No, I really thought that they were going to force into that one. They could have. It would have put them in a good spot to drop over. Armor bought up around it, but not to be. Instead, it looks like they're just going to try and stack towards B, take a gamble, hope that they can get something done with these rifles, and hope that ChocoCheck will feed them more to recover, but nothing's happening yet as Carson will take space over towards Banana. That top Banana control already gifted, but just on the other side is Disconnected, holding close. Stanislaw flash queued up. He has 2 of these in his back pocket to support the fight, but Carson, that's the rifle that's dropped immediately. Huge frag to find, and the Deagle will swing for more, but Zodic on the reply. They've realized how heavy this presence is, so would love to go A, but look where the bomb is. Dropped on the floor. CLASIA has to be the man to recover, has a molly to support, should be able to pick this one up. Get out of dodge, but isn't overswinging the angle yet. Holding on to things for a moment. His teammates still have pressure out towards A, and JazzPimp is lurked up so deep on the site. Silas, however, has rotated over. He'll join Stan to hold towards Banana, but it's Spermy instead with the sneaky angle on the A side of the map. However, CLASIA, the theft is successful. Bomb recovered, so A the destination. The question now is, can Spermy cut this off?
Is he even going to peek? He's playing very tucked right now, hoping that someone comes looking around in towards lane that he can punish them there. The smoke might lure him out, but he's a little bit too late in doing so, so that bomb's going down for free. No problems here for ChocoCheck. They're going to be able to settle into a very comfortable post plan. They've still got a smoke. They've still got a couple flashes to make this happen as well. So where do they want to pressure it? CLASIA playing close up in towards the lane. Could call for a flashbang here. There it is. There's the swing. There's one, almost the second. And he chases a little bit too far, but now he's got the information. He spotted one, if not both of those players. And his teammates set up in towards the pit. Makes this a very tough retake for Disconnected. They're going to go for it. And Stanislaw will find one more. All on to MILKJazzPimp now. He's got the lineup, but the defuse is coming right under his nose. Stanislaw pulls off of it. and he will not have the time.
Oh,
Does
Stan
he?
would have had it
No.
if he... Wait, okay.
He's
No,
got it?
nothing happening just
No, he's got
nearly.
it.
Stan pulls
No.
that off. That is ridiculous when I saw him let go the E button for a moment there. I thought the round was all but over. But no, milliseconds. That's how they win it out. I had so much doubt coming into this round because there was no real investment. Couple rifles kept on over. Then they had an opportunity with the bomb down towards Banana, but they concede it. They give it away. They allow that A site to be taken. And by some miracle, still win out on the round. ChocoCheck will have money left in the tank, so can reinvest, but that's a big one to pick up.
I mean, not a fraction of a second to spare. The movement had to be perfect there to make that happen. And Stan on the rifle. He's back to the op now. He's got 3 nice kills with the rifle. He's right back to opping. Delta 9 able to do something here, but the trade is there, and they're going to chase this. They're going to chase this hard. Cross smoke up. Stanislaw needs to get in position to help. He's already lost his teammate. There was no time for this, and they're just so fast in. Clasia lurking on out. Now leaves Stan on an island. Can't get anything going in this round, and he will be deleted. Immediate answer here for ChocoCheck. They hit the accelerator. They throw a brick on that gas pedal, the grass pedal too, and they just drive this truck straight into the defense of Disconnected.
Disconnected. They had such an opportunity there to build some kind of momentum off of the round that they had just nearly squeaked by, but Banana Control just gets rolled over, and Zodic takes all the space necessary for ChocoCheck to grab that round. You can see the confidence is just flowing for these T's, disrespecting their opposition left and right. There will be that normal exchange over towards Banana. Carson will take a lick of damage from the molly, but has a flash on through. However, SMG in close. Silas recovers the gun, sneaks into the smoke. JazzPimp, cautious of this, knows something could be up. The timing on that is tough, just on the fringes of the cover is JazzPimp, so Stan spots him, takes him down, and now as the smoke fades, there's a CT snuck into the close corner, but there's a bomb still on the back of ChocoCheck, so they can take this one out towards A. 2 players anchoring, one in the pit, one lurking in the backside. That's Spermy, ready to swing off his teammate's contact. Ozzy, though, a molly, hot to do. Smoke will keep Ghosty in a safe position, but the spam will eat him down. Now Spermy has shown his position and needs to get something done from this one. We'll find the first. Delta 9 here for support, and now it's just Clasia. HP is low. He's noted. He's stuck out in the open. Any attempt to swing through should just be the signature on his death certificates. Is just dance around here, try and see if any opportunity will be given, but Delta 9 not to allow it.
There we go. Disconnected, able to pick up one. Now they've got a little bit of bank to build as well, and a chance to make a real fight of it here on the CT side. Full util up, everything they could possibly want. They got the goods, the juice, the sauce. What are they going to do with it? Seemed like a fast B play might have been on deck again for ChocoCheck, but a Hail utility will slow them down. This time the nades are here to hold them at bay. Nade on in. That one's not going to connect. And now Disconnected are going to concede the top banana fight and the top bracket fight at the same time. So that's a lot of map control taken, a lot of real estate zoned out here that Disconnected do not really have the ability to fight back into.
They feel a little bit scared here in the amount of space they're conceding, right? They don't want to overcommit to these fights. They want instead group back, play the numbers game, but there's a risk affiliated with that. Spermy spams away, takes some damage, and Carson, that flash is so perfect out of JazzPimp. The smoke pops just a second too late, so there's going to be no trade for the death of Silas. Still a minute left to work with here, and out into spawn comes Clasia. He'll take down Delta 9, and hey, that's a completely free B site. 3 players left alive for Disconnected to try and retake, but do they even want to go for this? The economy is in a rough spot. The utility is in a rough spot, and they are already spread so thin. ChocoCheck will probably even look to hunt this down. Zodic already on the scene, takes care of Spermy. Stanislaw, where's he going to try and hide this up? Because with the bomb only just planted, and that time starting to tick away, there's ample room for Stan to be found.
There is indeed. And they're working their way through now, right? They're in towards alt mid. JazzPimp starting to clear this. Here could be the pinch in towards T-Apps. The Hounds are sniffing around. They're starting to find the spot, and Stanislaus' position's now known. They're right at his door. They're knocking upon it. Can Stan hold off this next player? Oh, he's alive for a moment, and he will be able to connect this shot, making it through, but one stray bullet, all it takes to remove Stanislaus from the round. Ghosty is able to retrieve the AWP, but that's the only gun to make it through. They should be okay to get an investment here. They've got the op to build around, but Disconnected are running out of the rounds.
I'm just
bonus
so
will immediately
concerned.
be... Oh, go ahead.
I'm concerned about how much space they're conceding. Just round after round, right? They keep giving up this top banana fight so early in, and it just gives ChocoCheck so much time to work with in the mid round to go wherever they like. This is not a conceit. This is just a chaos, an attempt at the fight for Sideless and Delta 9, and well, the trades favor them. ChocoCheck will win out on the positioning, however, Molly leave them at base. Stanislaus continuing to pressure with the op now in his hands. The USB will be switched on over to, but Spermy has arrived. Disconnected is here and ready. This site closed. Not available for ChocoCheck. And Lily Util, 2 flashes of Molly, all they have to work with if they want to try and press the issue.
Oh, nice shot for Stan. That one connects here. Should take the teeth out of the round. What other teeth were remaining? It's like 1 incisor and 2 molars at this point. Zodic looking to get ripped out as the last one here. Thoroughly root canaled. But he'll work his way in towards the pool. Diving in here like a cavity. He's just found a little nook to work with. And if they leave him there for too long, well, rot could set in. He's still got the chance to do some damage here. They don't have any information on his position, I don't think, and he's let enough time elapse that he could be just about anywhere. Still, they're sticking to their guns. They're sticking to their angles. And he's going to take one more. Oh, nearly flicks around to the second, but Stanislaus is able to put him down. That was looking so very risky, but call Stan the dentist because he's going to keep it clean. It's not clean. They lost 3. Going to keep it all right, maybe.
Keep it all right. You know, it's not a cavity, but it's not stellar. Some kind of in between. However, I think they can recover a little bit. If they win out on this round, they start to put that economy into some woes for ChocoCheck. It's already starting to show it. Only 1 rifle bought in, forcing into this round. It's a big risk taken, but faith in Clasia. I don't hate it. Try it. You got the Deagles. Your team is good with them, but Carson's already down, and nothing is gained off of that. Silas just goes for a push on his own. Knew that something funky was up towards Banana, that it was going to be heavier out towards A, and in that capitalization now, ChocoCheck, they have limited options. Limited members, and already limited health for Zodic.
What do they do here? You'd expect a bit of an explode play towards either of the site. We haven't really seen a ton of the lane plays, right? Did a lot of working their way up around Arch. Now here's going to be the lane play. They're going to make their way in. They're going to once again meet Stan's op, and trying to peek it dry will not be the solution. There's mollies here, a smoke, but they're continuing to lose bodies, and that elbow is ripped from the shoulder. Stanislaus starting to really come alive with that AWP. Yes, he will be dropped here, but the round is very easily taken in hand at that point, and the op can be recovered as well. So here we go. Here's Opislaw in action. Here's a little bit of spice out from the big green gun. Here's what the plan apparently was for that second half on Mirage.
Yeah, he's starting to hit. I mean, we kind of prefaced this in that pre-show that if Stan is hitting, that can be a win condition for this team, and it's starting to happen still. A long road to climb, but this next section, it's nice and clean. No potholes, just a couple pistols to deal with. Should be a round that can go swimmingly as Disconnected get aggressive down through MILKJazzPimp take cares of one before the nade replies back at him. Asia. Actually able to find this, and now Zodic has found a shot as well. That push down mid is giving away guns, and Spermy is out on his own. If he dies here, this round may just be over. Someone needs to step up. Someone needs to go big, and it's not going to be Spermy. Zodic rips another head straight off. Disconnected, they're falling apart. Stanislaus just the USB. Now the bomb recovered, wants to try and pick up the gun. He's just going for the duels. It's just the USB. Someone needs to shut him down. The nade will claim one, but that is it. That round, disastrous. Absolutely cataclysmic for Disconnected to lose that. That should have been free. That should have been theirs.
It should have been free. Yes, absolutely. They were up against the deco, right? And they decided that the best solution to dealing with the dangerous realm of the deco was to charge straight at it. They saw a charging bull and they thought, I could headbutt him. Didn't work out. Didn't work out at all. I mean, a massacre here. Aggressive play in towards the bedroom. They don't care about the Molotov. They'll burn alive. And they do admittedly get one, but a 1-for-2 trade here with both of the rifles that you had in the round is not exactly how you want things to work if you're the CT side. They do have a FAMAS. I stand corrected. What a gun. The FAMAS. The FAMOOS. Stan's going to try and get a bit cheeky here, but in the meantime, I think this hit's just going to come through on towards the B site, and the question's going to be, can Delta 9 hold on?
Oh, I have to see Delta 9 gets one. That's it. Not quite enough. The FAMAS, the FAMIS, the FAMOOS. Can it get it done? Oops. Didn't work quite as well as I thought. Stanislaw.
Sometimes you got to swing. You got to swing.
You know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and
Absolutely.
well, Stanislaw might have a shot soon. It'll only take one to take care of Jazzpimp. Man's on 1 HP, but he's holding this angle. Oh, no.
Thought
He
it
was
cleared it.
lazy and checking it this time. Jazzpimp knows. But Stan re-clears it. Second gets himself and recovers a nice little AK. A treat.
A little save here. But can't win the round. That's going to be 8 on the board for ChocoCheck at this particular juncture in time. And while the rifle will give them something to play with the next, it is also going to be the money. Kind of poo-poo for Disconnected. They've, I think at this point, got a pretty substantial loss bonus still built up, despite some round wins, but it's not ideal. Presumably this next one's going to be a little bit of a half, if even that. Very minimal buy. And then we'll get back on track, and they don't even get to keep the AK. No parting gift for you. No party favor for you, Stanislaw. Get out of here.
Nothing is free for Stanislaw. It's full USPs here. Oh, this squad has just got to be kicking themselves for that deco round loss, because it has turned a half that they could have pulled ahead in, that they could have looked good in, into one that is destined towards failure, as this one nearly guaranteed for ChocoCheck. The last time I said that about a round, we did see something funky, but I don't have as much faith in the pistols of Disconnected as I do in ChocoCheck. Because Carson will inch forward, take care of that first USP. And this should allow a quick B hit to end the round, as Delta 9 will look to maybe take 1 or 2 on the way out, as George will skeet shooting down the range, but the birds shoot back, and Spermy does at least claim 1 for his squad.
That's definitely not going on the highlight reel for George. Spend some more time on the aimbots. That's always that moment where you're like, this should be the easiest shot in the world. Why can't I? He's got why the USP? Why can't I hit it? Doesn't matter. Ultimately, their gun's even retrieved, so moot point at this point in half. But let's see. Can Spermy, Mr. Secret Agent Man here, behind enemy lines, could do something a little funky here. Just wants a rifle. He's on a secret agent mission. He is gonna be dead. And there it is.
The thing about being a secret agent is once your cover is blown, you don't have much defense left. And unfortunately, that was the case for him. We'll fall on down as the defenses of Disconnected seem to be failing. They will have a buyback in. No opt for Stan. Those luxuries not to be afforded at this point in the game. I'm kind of starting to look at this one as a must-win. Because if they lose this, we're looking at probably an 11-4 half, which is not stellar, to say the least. Disconnected need to pick this up in some way. And out towards Banana again. ChocoCheck will commit to this fight, but Silas able to win out on the first one. The smoke over the flames keeps him safe, as he'll actually charge in for more. This man wants a duel, and he'll get it. That's 3 now, sprayed down through the Banana, and he's still hungry. Wants to fight for the smoke, just keeping him at bay. But as it fades, more opportunities arise. ChocoCheck, though, they need these kills. They need to fight back, and if Silas gives them a fight, that's fantastic. That's exactly Carson is hankering for, is he's suspicious. Can smoke deep here and try and isolate the duel close, but that's a gamble on time, and on presses utility too. Silas feels a little overzealous on that push-up. Still, it's a 2 versus 4. This should not be winnable, but now MILKCLASIA, he's making a case for it. Can wrap over towards this B bomb site, or can just bait it, play past his own smoke, and wrap around back, try and find the opportune moment. It hasn't come to him yet. 40 seconds. A push down mid. This has been heard. Carson sets up, finds one, but the clutch, it's doable. The bomb, though, required. Glacias, he's done it. 30 seconds, though. This is so limited. He has to run a mad dash towards the site. What is the destination? 20 seconds. This is so limited. Can he even get it? His opponent just running away. Delta 9 has cut this down. At this point, I don't even know if there's time, and he's made the wrong call, running towards A, B. Maybe there's a chance now. It'll take something insane, and somehow, some way, Glacia has done that. That is ridiculous.
It was a 5v2. A 5v2.
How the hell
with
does that
bomb
slip away?
Control. And they just
No.
frittered it away. What a peek from Glacia.
Delta 9 even had the
just
right angle. He had
not
the right
connecting.
setup.
He had the read. He had it every day of the week. He should have had that round. Unfortunate for him, just couldn't hit that final shot. And that is a backbreaker for Disconnected. Silas did so much at the beginning of that round, and they can't see it through. You said that was a must-win. It seemed like a have to win once you're up in a 5v2. It just slips away from them. They allow Carson to isolate so many fights. They allow Glacia to isolate so many fights. That's what happens. Glacia again putting some numbers up in this round, looking a lot more dire with just the SMGs to play with. Delta 9 at least gets something. But now they've got both sites, right? There's 2 on A, there's 2 on B. They're rocking on through, and they're going to hold off on the plant just to make sure there's no chance these 2 players get overwhelmed. But it's all on the Silas. He's got no health. He's got no life. He's got no chance. 11-4 at the half. We will take a quick break before we see if somehow, some way, Disconnected can run this back.
We try not to talk about. Still your smile keep on heating up the climate, and all the blood to my cheeks are rushing out, yeah, yeah. And by accident, you're getting closer. Oh, can you tell me something, tell me something? Is it a wild shot of letting you know that you're the topic of all of my thoughts, yeah. 'Cause I'm so sick of this friend zone.
Time break there as we're ready for half number 2 to see if there's something that Disconnected can do. They've been getting run over by ChocoCheck. That round 14, just a real backbreaker. Bane dropping Batman on over his knee and shattering the spine type of moment.
Yeah, the echoes of that clutch have got to be felt in Disconnected, but a full reset required. 11-4, a tough pill to swallow, but not unwinnable. At least not necessarily. ChocoCheck, you can see the confidence. Oh, it is bubbling up across the server. Carson is already sprinted down mid and found the first word on the site. Takes more, wants maybe a couple extra frags on top. He'll grab it. That's now 3 across the round. And Ghosty, he'll get a plant, but something tells me not too much more will come of this round. Unless...
The quintessential MM strat. You 4 go B, I go A with bomb. Never fails, folks. Never fails to get a bomb plant. Does frequently fail to get a round win, and a round win would have been very nice for them. Not a chance
maybe
in
even a
hell
kill
of that one. I mean, you're asking too much here, Mimi.
Sorry.
You want to kill?
Maybe damage onto more than 2 players? I don't know. There's like a few little things that I kind of want, but not really happening. As Disconnected, it feels like we're starting to see the death rattles of this match for them. This pistol round was very much needed, and it is lost in flawless fashion. The amount of disrespect that this ChocoCheck squad is showing is just wild. Full sprint down mid. We saw Disconnected try that last half. There's how it's done. Maybe a quick VOD to review. You can improve your own strategy in that way. Or Disconnected, as they have forced into 2 AKs. 1 goal to work with in this round, so something, but they're up against a full M4 buy.
Oh, little peek out. Delta 9 takes 2, actually, on that fight, as they got cheeky in towards mid. But Carson is going to quickly flip the scales. And they will continue to be aggressive. Why not? That's the bomb found. George put himself in a one-on-one, bet on himself, and, well, the bet hit. It's all onto Ghosty. He gets turned on there. That's all going to be Ghosty. Trying for more, and they're just going to keep swinging him. George is in full-on chase mode. No hesitation, no doubt here. ChocoCheck is dominating. They know it. Disconnected know it. And they would just like to very much end this game.
Shouldn't take him too much longer here, as long as their pace continues. Tech 9 for Ghosty. That's all there's going to be to work with in this round, as Disconnected will sprint their way over towards the B site. Bomb plant the goal here, but 3 players of ChocoCheck ready. That's a lineup for Carson, and, well, that's a dead pile of T's.
Negev's out. It's on MILKCLASIA. Not expected. Usually it goes to Carson. But it has happened. It's not a ChocoCheck series without one. So we are going to break the biggest gun in the game into action. Actually, don't know size-wise whether it beats the M249.
I feel like
just,
to justify the price tag, the M249 has got to be bigger, right?
I mean, it is the best gun in the game, so that makes sense. Everyone
Pretty
knows.
solid.
Big gun, better gun. Zodic, not going to be able to win that one. MILKCLASIA has abandoned the Negev. Not a man of principle. Not going to stick to the beam gun. Will instead break out the rifle, and the rifle will go to great effect. Negev probably doesn't get that kill. But Silas already so far up on the lane certainly has this one and eventually does zero it in, but not before taking substantial damage. This bomb's going down, but this is still a recoverable situation for George and Carson. It certainly is.
Yeah.
Especially with Silas being a wisp of himself. The question is, where is Stan playing with that AWP? He's in the pit.
Tuck below. Will post. Smokes across Molly, but they're past it. George fast in. Silas on the side is 1 HP. Sperma needs to deny this Silas. Just if he can stay alive, that's huge, and he does better. Finds the frag. Carson, just him left, and Silas stepping up. The ding to the head, no matter. As he'll claim 3 across the round. Disconnected, able to find some footing.
Very nicely done from Silas. We saw, I mean, look, the round that, if you're a Disconnected fan, does not want to be named, round 14, you'll remember he started with 2 huge kills, actually wound up setting them up for a 5v2, and then it all fell apart from there. But once again, he delivers nicely for his team, getting some impact frags here for the squad. They need a few more of those impact frags. A lot more, to be quite frank. A little bit of a dust-up nade in. Here's going to be the fight towards Banana. Carson wants to get aggressive into it. There's a flashbang for him. He's got the close player. He's looking for more. So messy there from Carson. He's unable to get more frags, but he has pushed them off of Banana, and he has gained a lot of space, and George is going to happily occupy it.
He wants to
Really?
push for more.
Really?
Surely
Oh,
this
of
doesn't
course
just
he is.
work. He executes
does.
Spermy. Low HP. No, won't get that one. Ghosty. Nice peek, but it's a 3 versus 3, and MILKJazzPimp is just running in. Headshot through the smoke, and oh no. It's just, this kind of hurts to watch.
It's madness. Just goes from bad to worse. He's got full control of the bomb. It's in the log pile. Stanislaus, meanwhile, trying to figure out what the heck's going on towards A, but even if they win that fight, they've still got to cross back, and, well, MILKJazzPimp is just making a mockery of it. There's the jump that baits out the op shot. He's still got to whip out the gun. He's got plenty of time to seal the deal, give a little tactical crouch and a spray, and steal the op into the final round of this series. What could be the final round. Still a chance for Disconnected, but they got to run back 10 here, Mimi, and I'm seeing more Negevs on the field.
Yeah, the Negev is out in a big way. George and Carson want to close it out with a bang, with a hail of bullets, maybe, as it is going to be Disconnected. Throwing some utility down, trying to deny a similar push through Banana, as Stan will work his way up mid. The op is boosted on top of a teammate. Zodic not able to find a shot off of it, as it will instead be a swing for MILKCLASIA to get some work done. Stan opens things up. He is so low, though.
All right, Stan dropped. A little bit of information. MILKJazzPimp, last bullet in the gun. Has to go to the sidearm now, but he will continue to press forward. The madman. He will lose his life eventually, punished for the hubris. It's going to be on to Zodic. He's got the big green. He's got a lot of targets to find, and they know where he's at. The drop in utility. Whoa, duck shooting. He goes so aggressive in. That one will falter. And now it's going to be a double Negev retake for Carson and George. Are they going to pick up rifles en route? I think they can if they go in towards mid. Now, this may seem absurd, but if this had actually been a banana play, the double Negev top car probably would have been obscene to try and get past. You throw a smoke and you just spray down the angle. On the retake, though, a little less appetizing. Here they come. Sprays the one. Not anything doing for the big guns.
Oh no, just the pure chaos that ChocoCheck embodies. Zodic, he did well for himself with the op when he eventually hit the shot. He only hits the hard ones, you know? Has to make it a little tougher for himself, but not enough. The Gevs? No. Instead, UMP, Mag 7, 2 Scouts. Watch them win off this round.
Nope. They don't have a Negev. I don't think they're allowed to win off this round. But, you know, it's certainly possible. Certainly is the Mag 7 half wall always something to be feared. Call that the Pwn alone in this league. He's actually playing behind the sandbags, not up on the half wall. Playing a little further back on it. Oh, wants this fight. Peek him. Peek him. Give him the chance. Let the shotgun sing you the song of its people. Now he's going to go forward in the fight, and a big whiff. Just the tiniest of pellets hits Stanislaw. It will be A-okay to clear out that spot. JazzPimp next to Falter. Nothing doing here. It's looking good for Disconnected early on, and they've gained arch control. They've got so much control of this map right now. Do they want to pincer B? Do they want to wrap on towards the A site? They've got options for days. The wrap on A seems to be the answer. They've cleared out the pit. They cleared out the lane, and this round is over. Disconnected will at least put a 7th on the board.
But indeed, unless George in the Mag 7 clutches, have you no belief? I have no belief, personally.
Yeah, this would be quite the one.
Yeah, seeing as he's not even near the bomb site.
I'll ask you if you have belief in something, though. Do you believe that ChocoCheck will be able to save this next round and control themselves in order to get another gun?
No, they're going to force the Negevs.
Yeah, I'd say that's more likely.
Yeah.
I'm curious. They've got the one Mag 7 to save around, to build around, sorry, to invest around. Of course, that's a marquee gun to work with here.
It's a big one. I mean, the thing is, when you have a Negev, you made a good point. Banana is off limits. You're not pushing into Banana against a Negev or two. And the fact that there could be a Pwn impersonator hiding behind the wall as well with that Mag 7, it gets even scarier. So, we'll have to see what their decision is as we take a look back at the replay. It was Ghosty who has stepped up in a few of these rounds to at least keep Disconnected alive, and they are actually saving. It's a miracle.
They're ecoing. It's a holiday miracle. Carson will save his, actually it was George who shared all of his guns. The Eagle shared around. The Mag 7 given back to Carson. Play right here. Oh, that's money made. $900 in the bank, baby. He's back around. He wants more. Nearly has it. Spermy limping here. And that was the entirety of their B defense, so this round is likely done. But at least there's some extra money made for Carson. $900 dues to work with in the next round. A Ghosty might be trying to earn some cash here in a moment. 1 player found, 2 players found. Make it a 3. Call that a turkey. Bowling, right? You get 3 strikes in a row.
I'm going to be honest. I know nothing about bowling. That may come as a surprise. My bowling knowledge extends to Wii Sports bowling. When I was
I mean, that's the finest form of bowling. I'm pretty sure.
All I know is the strike. I don't think he ever said, what did you say, turkey?
Turkey. I think if you get 3 strikes in a row, it's a turkey.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm going to have to boot up the old Wii.
Yeah, 3 strikes in a row is called a turkey.
Huh. That sounds like it would be a golf term. Because you have, like, birdies and, like, I don't know, other golf terms. I feel like that would fit right in. Eagle.
Birdie, eagle. That's if you're 2 under par, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they've got a turkey in golf. It's if you're 20 under par.
Is part of business school learning how to golf, do you think?
Oh, I don't know.
I feel like every business doer is a golfer. All right, all that aside, ChocoCheck. They have their bite coming back on in. They had some self-restraint, and now they're like, all right, we've had our fun. We want to close this one out. Rifles across the board. A singular FAMI for JazzPimp. Everyone else working with the A1Ss is going to be some pressure over towards the apps for Disconnected. Bomb is leaning his way towards Banana, but Carson still contests at the top.
Here comes the clear. Methodical. Nicely done. That is going to force the fight on out. Here's the swing back in. Clasia gets one elsewhere on the map, and now the bodies are dropping. They just can't get the kills. They had the right protocol. They had the right read. They were set up well in the fight, but then they continue to try and commit into it. Now it's all falling apart. Ghosty alone doesn't have the bomb. Stanislaw got caught on his heels. That's going to be a huge kill for Ghosty. He might just give them the chance for the fight, but JazzPimp's already trying to chase into it. And a smoke up now provides a curtain from which Ghosty cannot get past. How does he want to approach this? Working his way through the apartments. He's got some options here, but none of them are too appetizing. He doesn't have the information to play off of them. Okay. This is perhaps the best read that he could have done, but is he going to expect George to have settled back in towards the
Surely
bottom
not.
of mid? No way he reads this. He's got to be focused in towards mid. He's even going to check it, but it just doesn't matter. That's going to be the game. That's going to be the series. That's going to be the win for ChocoCheck.
We laugh and we stop, we try not to talk about. Still your smile keep on heating up the climate, and all the blood to my